And she finally agreed, after screaming abuse at me, that she would pay me $50,000 a year once I went to full-time. Occasionally she'd send a text message complaining about her mental state, but it's never clear exactly what was going on.
Amber Heard's former PA, Kate James, recently revealed some heartbreaking news about how Heard treated her son when she worked for her. According to the PA, Amber Heard behaved exploitatively and did not respect her son's wishes. So what exactly did Kate say about Amber Heard? Keep watching to find out. Kate had never heard of Amber before being hired. Her son was 4 years old and she was looking for a part-time job. She also lived in the same neighborhood as her, which is important in Los Angeles given the traffic. In addition, the terms were convenient for Kate because she would be able to pick up her son from school every day. A similar part-time and flexible position in her field is extremely difficult to come by. She remembers being surprised that she chose to hire her despite the fact that she is nearly 20 years her senior. She briefly wondered why Heard didn't choose a candidate closer in age to her. However, Kate needed the money and accepted the job. Amber had already begun dating Johnny when she began working for her. Amber initially refused to tell Kate who Johnny was and spoke disparagingly of him. She'd say things like, "I'm dating this old man," and so on. She then revealed that it was Johnny Depp, and Kate later met him. Kate's first impression of him was that he was softly spoken, peaceful, and almost shy. When he first met her, he was very pleasant and courteous. Kate's initial role included assisting with the redesign of Amber's duplex apartment. Amber had decided to give it a very bohemian vibe and had an interior decorator, Laura Divinier, working on it to completely change the look. Amber clearly knew Kate had a son and would initially ask her if she could bring him to her apartment so she could bake cookies with him. At first, Kate thought it was strange but sweet, and then she realized she was taking photos with him, almost as a prop to send to Johnny. Amber seemed to be using Kate's son to portray herself as having maternal qualities. Amber and her sister would frequently spend a long time getting dressed up just to go to the Grove, a local shopping center. After seeing the photos in the following week's tabloids, Kate realized she must have tipped off the paparazzi, who would then be waiting to photograph her. Amber didn't care that Kate's son was terrified when he was used in one of the staged paparazzi shoots. At the time, she had no idea Amber was going to do that. Every week, one of Kate's responsibilities was to go to the local newsstand and buy multiple copies of every magazine in which she appeared. She was told to hide them in the garage so Johnny wouldn't find them. However, Amber flipped out when she left some out in the apartment by mistake because she didn't want Johnny to know how obsessed she was with her newfound increasing fame as a result of her association with him. Amber relished the celebrity fame that came with dating Johnny. She quickly realized that because she was his girlfriend, she could request free designer clothing. Kate's job entailed contacting various brands with her requests of free clothing. She'd spent hours handpicking the requests she sent to me so Kate could respond. She would refuse if the brand offered a discount rather than completely free. To house her massive collection of designer clothes, shoes, bags, and jewelry, she eventually took over an entire penthouse apartment in one of Johnny's penthouses at the Eastern Columbia building. When Kate first started working with Amber and Johnny, it appeared as if Amber was smothering him. She was his constant companion. She seemed to be constantly concerned that he would abandon her and would try to be in his physical presence as much as possible. When they moved to the Eastern Columbia building, it seemed like a convenient arrangement because she could station her friends and sister in all of the neighboring apartments and establish a permanent presence. Within the confines of the building, she essentially created her own social life. Meanwhile, Amber despised Kate talking to Johnny, even if it was just polite small talk. She would give her the evil eye if she caught her talking to him. She was very controlling and paranoid about anyone else being in his space and being watched by his security, which was possible why she preferred the Eastern Columbia building. Amber was frequently verbally and mentally abusive, and she would scream at Kate over trivial matters. She would fly into blind rages where no one could reason with her, and even if Kate tried to explain, she didn't think Heard could hear her because she was so enraged. It was as if she believed that the normal things that can go wrong in anyone's life on any given day didn't apply to her. It was always Kate's fault that things went wrong. Kate recalls her missing a connection on a flight on or around Christmas Day in 2012. At the time, her aunt was visiting from Australia. She screamed abuse at her for hours, as if she had made it snow and caused the flight to be delayed. She had no problem screaming at her for hours during the holidays when she had a family member visiting. As she left the following Christmas Eve, 2013, she had to hire someone to drive her around. Do you find it weird that Amber used Kate's son as a prop? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. As always, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.